Greetings everyone, and welcome to this new video on plots for the Bayesian independent samples t-test. So building on the previous three videos, we are now ready to interpret plots after interpreting our independent samples t-test output. The prior and posterior plot displays the prior, which is a dashed line, and the posterior, which is a solid line, the distributions of both of these effect sizes under the alternative hypothesis. These gray circles represent the height of the prior and the posterior density at an effect size delta equal to 0. The horizontal solid line represents the width of 95% credible interval of the posterior distribution, and we also get a probability wheel depicting the odds of the data under the null and the alternative hypothesis, which is an intuitive illustration. The base factor robustness check displays the base factor as a function of the Cauchy prior width on effect size. The white circle represents the BF computed with the wide prior. The black circle represents the BF computed with an ultra wide prior, and similarly, the gray circle represents the BF computed with the user prior. The blue circle is the max base factor, which stands at an R equal to 0.489. The sequential analysis plot displays the development of the base factor as a function of the number of observations using the user-defined prior. This also displays the same probability wheel which we saw previously. This plot actually shows the decisiveness of the evidence in terms of Jeffrey's evidence categories, which I had explained in the previous video. The robustness check displays the development of the base factor as a function of the number of data points using the wide and ultra wide prior distribution. So the gray line displays the base factor computed with the wide prior distribution, and the dotted white line represents the base factor computed with an ultra wide prior distribution, and of course the solid white line is using the user defined prior of 0.707 in this case. The descriptive plots are shown with the means of both groups with 95% credible intervals, and the rain cloud plots display the individual cases which are given by the colored dots, the box plots, and densities for each group. The x-axis and color represent the grouping variable, the y-axis represents the dependent variable, and within the box plots, the bold white line shows the sample median. The hinges indicate the 25th and 75th quantiles, and the whiskers point to 1.5 interquartile ranges beyond the hinges. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on reporting for the Bayesian independent samples t-test.